Hello once again. Okay, tonight we'll start the first talk. It's entitled God's Love. Okay. That's the first talk of the Christian Life program. And since it looks like it's a sale today, so I'll just be giving you a few readings. Okay, you know very well that God loves us. Okay, you may not feel it. Many of us probably feel He's far away. Many probably will begin to think, medyo pa ba? With the way things are happening today, He's so far, no, from what's happening. Okay, and when we talk about God's love, we begin to look around us. There is serious disorder always, diba? In fact, even in traffic, lalo na sa amin, sa South, no? Especially during those days na ginagawa yung Skyway. Oy, the traffic is so terrible that people, you haven't reached the office yet, maiinit na ulo. No? That time. But only to realize, God invented traffic. Si Lord pa lang nag-invento ng traffic. Because as soon as the traffic starts, I can pull out my rosary and pray. I'd pray from the Feeling Best overpass, Alabang overpass. And before I reach Bikotan, I would finish already one entire rosary. And I have prayed already for my wife, for my children, and even for my coming meetings in the office. You know? So, really, God invented traffic. It depends on how you look at things. No? Before, you would get angry about all these things. But now, hey. Before, when you see a jeepney driver, unload his passengers in the middle of the street, king of the road yan, you bow down before them. King of the road, get angry. Crazy you! Now, siguro yung anak niya nag-aaral ng college, kaya naman kumita. Lord, bless this driver. He has a family to feed. Diba? Sana naman, huwag malaglag ng pasahero, baka masagasakan ko pa yan. Pati na yung pasahero, Lord, bless mo na sila. So in other words, it doesn't change, what is before you. But what is actually changing is how you look at things. Diba? So, wait a minute, what's happening? And this is how God is telling us. No? This is how He says, I love you guys. Don't worry, I love you guys. And from the very beginning, and we must have forgotten it already. Okay? When you begin in Genesis, what does it say? Everything that the Lord has created is good. He created time. First and foremost, time. Let there be day and let there be night. Time. In fact, He owns the time. No matter how much we try to fit ourselves in it, He owns it. He owns it. So, that's why there are certain events that can happen in your life, na siya ang may control. In other words, once upon a time, we were on the way to a talk in Novaliches, and the traffic was so terrible. We were already arguing, my wife and I. Late na tayo. 9:30 na, ano pa yan? Nakakahiya doon. And you know what happened? As soon as we arrived, late na nga kami. 9:30. Yung pala, 8:30, supposed to be mag-start kami. Suddenly, the priest arrives in the church where we were going to hold the sessions and says, what are you doing here, guys? Come, I want to have Mass. So he holds a Mass from 8:30 to 9:30. Just in time, as I arrived in 9:30, katatapos lang ng Mass niya. Saved by the bell, so to speak. But is it me? No, I didn't say, Lord, magpamas ka nga. I never said that. But it happened. There are many more. No? In fact, I was on my way to Cubao on a talk. Like this. Talk number 1. Sabi ko, my God, where is this place? Where is this church? I didn't know where it was. Ang alam ko lang, I had to make a right turn at New York Street. You're familiar with New York Street. Sabi ko, saan kaya yung church dito? Pang ilang street? I can't try to turn left on all the streets. And as soon as I turned right, this crazy car comes right smack out of that next road, almost cutting me, and I had to make preno, And then, at the back of the car, there's a sticker. You know, Couples for Christ stickers? You familiar with that? They always cut you, And this guy cuts me in the Volkswagen, with the sticker. Yes, I'll follow. And I followed that car all the way to the church where I am going to give my talk. And it happens. And this is how God works in our lives. Some engineers here would probably say, it's a coincidence. I'm an engineer myself. Coincidence. But you see, coincidences are ways of God. They have another name. They're called miracles in our lives. Okay, so God's love, let me just tell you one thing. Bad things happen, good things happen. But what does the Lord say? Isaiah chapter 55, verse 5 to 9. For I know well, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor are my ways your ways. As high as the heavens are my thoughts above your thoughts, and my ways above your ways. In other words, the way God thinks is way, way beyond our own, not just imagination, our own brains, our own lives. That's why, for many people, doors are closed. But when you know God loves you, when the door closes, another door opens. It's like when it closes here, I don't like this job anymore. I didn't get promoted. I gotta get out of this place. You get out. Only to find out God is bringing you to a better place, a better position, a better job. Yeah. So, these things will happen. Okay? So, in other words, Isaiah 55 simply tells us, whatever is happening and whatever kind of solutions, ordinary solutions, meaning to say man-made solutions, we're trying to do, okay? God's thinking is different. Okay? And with that, we begin how the Lord tells us. Okay? Starting point in understanding God's plan for our lives. Number one, okay? What God creates is good. Okay? Whatever confusion there is, He created day and night. He created the trees, the birds, etc. Then, He created man. Okay? He created male and female. Okay? Man. And you know, at the end of that reading, after He created man, He felt very good. Okay? He just felt good when He created all the others. But when He created you and me, He felt very good. And that makes a lot of difference. Okay? Now, the only sad thing there is when the Lord created man, that morning, He also created the beast. Okay? So the beasts and us were created on the same day. Okay? Later on, as we study the way of the Lord, we will realize which part of the beasts we have in us. Okay? But also, God says, no? He created man in His image. In His divine image, He created us. So, how does God look? Look at yourself in the mirror. Image of God is what you see. It's you. Image of God. Okay? So, if you're created in the image of God, first things first, you stop saying, ang pangit naman itong nasa salamin na ito. Di ba? If you're created in the image of God, you must be, you must look good.